Rob?
Hello everyone, welcome to Rob's Rogues in the Batman Universe.net, and today we're taking a look at Mattel's DC Comics Multiverse. It is Batman from the Suicide Squad line, and I believe he is number 6 out of the series, but not the 6th figure released, and I'll explain a little bit. If it looks like we've already reviewed this figure and one kind of similar to it, we essentially have. This is the exact same released figure that came with the Batman vs. Superman wave, save just a couple things, being the alternate head, same set of batarangs. I can't find the original release batarangs. They're up here somewhere in all of my stuff, but I believe the other ones did not have the silver on them, and I'll show or explain that in a little bit. There's a gas grenade there, and then the grapnel blaster, and then a set of handcuffs. So that's the big difference in this set, and also with the Killer Croc collect and connect piece. So somebody may be saying, well, Rob, is this Batman even worth the pickup? If you're trying to build Killer Croc, you are going to need to pick up this Batman. I already have this Batman, the standard Batman from the BVS line, but I really liked the accessories, and I liked having the alternate head, and I like Batman, so I did break down and buy it, and I'll get into all of that in just a second. So there you can kind of see some of the other things that are in here. You see the other head and the batarangs, and we'll get a better look at the grapnel blaster. The torso of Killer Croc is there, and there are the handcuffs. The side art just shows the new mouthpiece that's been put over the mouth of Batman Suicide Squad logo there. And then we have the other figures in the wave, being the Joker in the purple trench coat, Harley Quinn without her jacket, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, Katana, and then Batman figure number 6. And you can kind of see how to build Killer Croc. Figure 5 Katana comes with the head and basically the underoos of Killer Croc. Now there is a second alternate wave with a couple different Jokers and a couple different Harley Quinns, essentially getting you to get the whole entire line, or different variations if you want to have a shirtless Killer Croc or the fully clothed Killer Croc with like his sports jacket. Then you would need the other variants in the set, and we could get into all that different stuff. And plus there is El Diablo and Rick Flag that are Walmart exclusives, and I did pick this up at my Walmart, so I did see them there. So I'll get into all of that once we do the unboxing here, and we'll get a better look at Batman. Then I'll kind of explain why I'm continuing on with the DC Comics Multiverse from Mattel. Like it or love it, here we are back at Batman, and as I always do, we'll do comparisons along with the other Batman from the Mattel Multiverse line. We'll be right back. Alright, we've got the Suicide Squad Batman figure out of package, and he is different than the now 3 previous Batman / Batfleck unmasked versions of Batman that have been out. Now, I do not have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2-pack that came with Superman. Let's try it again. Alright, we've got the Suicide Squad Batman figure opened up, and right out of package, I can say he is different than the 3 other previous Batman / unmasked Batfleck Batman figures that have been released. Now, I don't have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2-pack that came with Superman. They both had cloth capes. So the cloth cape is the first difference. Then they came out with the hard plastic cape, but it had all of the texturing on it. So if you're just going with the single carded figures, the first figure right here has the texture still on his head from the cowl, which some people didn't quite like. It didn't really translate very well into leather. I think it's better here than it is on the San Diego Comic-Con version. But this one does not have the texturing on the cowl. It's a smooth, shiny plastic, which right out of the gate makes me like this one a little bit better. The painting and the shading on the face makes me like this one a little bit better. Now, these aren't going to win Action Figure of the Year award, but if I was somebody that was like, BVS or Suicide Squad, if you wanted one of them, I think I would go with the Suicide Squad figure. And I'm not going to do a full review on this guy as far as articulation and all that stuff. If you want to see it, go back and watch this guy's review. It's DCUC articulation. The cape is the same design on the cape, so there's no texturing on there. Now we have the unmasked Batman, and what I was really hoping for, that I said in the unmasked version of Batman, that I was hoping that the Suicide Squad version was going to be in the darker bodysuit. Sadly, it is not. That, to me, would have been the perfect Batman to have, and I'm using perfect loosely, so don't crucify me here. But as far as the Mattel figures that they're releasing, I would have really liked a darker bodysuit with a cowled version. Now, this version of the cape, it's made to look a little bit different. It kind of sweeps in a little bit more, and it has the texturing. And I said back in this guy's review, it would have been really cool. We've got the neck piece here, so it looks like the cowl is off, so I couldn't put the other head of this guy on because the neck is showing. Yes, I know I could paint it black, but you can kind of tell that the way they have it sculpted, the neck is a little bit thinner. So we've got 3 different variations going across. The textured version of the cape, I think, would have worked really good with the textured version of this cowl on here. And then it would have been cool to have the straight, almost glossy cowl and cape with the darker bodysuit. That would have been the way I would have done it. They've got a really cool coloring here with this one. I would have really liked to see them use it here. But that being said, I like this one overall. Again, it's the same figure, same mold and everything, but as far as paint applications from this figure to this figure are a lot better. And the face, I think, is a lot better. It's a little bit wider here as it was in the movie. It's a little bit more narrow in here, and maybe just how this figure was, how I picked it up. But I do like it. I really don't care what people are saying about these figures. Again, this is not Mafex. I get it. And this is not DC Collectibles. I get it. So somebody could be asking, Rob, why are you spending $20 on a subpar action figure when the Mafex figures are going to be so much better? Right. But they're also going to be $45 to $50. Now, I've already pre-ordered the Nightmare Batman from Mafex. I might pick up the standard version of Batman from BVS because I think he looks really pretty cool. But it's $45 or $50 for me to go out and buy all the Suicide Squad characters and all of the other figures. That's going to be really expensive when all I really want is a representation of these characters in action figure form that I don't want to spend a lot of money on. Now, I know these are $20. Am I going to be going down the Suicide Squad rabbit hole and buying all of them for the Collect and Connect piece, which I will get into in just a bit, but I want to get this part out of the way. I might. I know I want to get Katana because there has only been one Katana that I can remember, and that's in the DC Collectibles New 52 line. So I'd like to have a Katana to put in with my DCUC figures. Deadshot, which I do have, he's off to the side here, kind of for the same reason. I also like Will Smith. I like this figure, so I bought it. Some of the other ones, I don't know. I want the purple trench coat Joker to go with this Batman, so I have a Joker and a Batman to go together along with the same line. And again, you don't have to blow up the comment section and go, Rob, the Mafex are going to be so good, or Figure Arts, or whoever's coming out with all of these figures. And I'm getting a Hot Toys Batman, which is going to beat this one all day long. I get it. But as far as being able just to walk into a store, grab it off a shelf, spend about 20 bucks or 15 or 13 whenever they get price dropped down. This will be an easy wave to snag because not a lot of people are running out and grabbing them. I think they're going to be fairly easy to pick up. That's the main thing that I'm picking these up for. I like these characters, and it's not me being Rob Myers here in Ohio. Like, Rob, you are single-handedly letting Mattel know that you want to keep their quality going of these action figures. No, I'm not. You know why? Because these pegs are chock full of these figures, which makes it really easy to pick them up. I'm doing it, it's kind of like just for the sake of having them, although I've been saying I want to try and save some money and buy some other things and buy some other statues. So that's where I'm like, I don't entirely know if I'm going to get every single figure. Probably not unless they're marked really, really low, and then we'll kind of see from there. Now that we got all of that out of the way, let's take a look at the accessories, because this is the big reason why I bought this figure. I think this is going to be the primary Batman I have with my BVS line. I mean, this one's okay, but the cowl, I wasn't a fan of the leather texture. I get what they were trying to do. This is going to be cool, one to have to kind of sit there to be the unmasked Bruce Wayne. I like it. But the accessories was the big draw for me to have this. Other options, the breather, which we've seen in the Suicide Squad trailer that Batman jumps into the water. Presumably, I'm guessing to either go after Killer Croc or to go after Harley Quinn for whatever reason, because we see him carrying her back to the Batmobile, or carrying her to the Batmobile for some reason. So this alternate head I thought was really pretty cool to have. He comes with a set of handcuffs, so it'll be cool to see, and I don't think, yeah, it looks like they were designed to move, but they're not. So they're rubber, so the hands could probably fit right in on any figure. So I've got Batfleck here. Maybe not on him, maybe a small, maybe somebody like Harley who has really thin hands. Yeah, they'll fit, sorry about that. So there, it'll be really pretty cool. It could look like bat cuffs. You can see like the little ears and the little wavy part of the bat right there. So I'm assuming that since this is an accessory that is in the box, that we're going to see this at some point. Wouldn't it be cool to see the Batman? See Batman put the handcuffs on the Joker or Harley and take him or her back to Arkham, or maybe even Deadshot. So we know that Batman's going to have a scene with Deadshot, Harley, possible mention with Killer Croc, and I would assume at least a little bit of a scene with the Joker. So that's for this. That's for this. I don't know what that means. 3 Batarangs, and I cannot find the other ones. If I come across them when I do the Deadshot review, I'll bring them up here. But I will almost say 100% that the original Batarangs did not have the silver. And I even said in that video, that's a shame that they weren't silver, because they, with the silver tip, because they were in the movie. So I like that they at least changed it for this. And now I've got 6 of these little guys. So doing a Batcave diorama, I've got more gadgets for whatever version of Batman. If I want to use these for the Arkham set, or my DC UC figures, or DC collectibles, they're just Batarangs, and I really like them. The gas grenade, or the smoke bomb. So there's that right there. We saw him use it in BVS, so that's pretty cool that we have one of these. Again, another little gadget to have on my display. And the coolest one that I really wish we would have got with the standard figure is the grapnel blaster, although we got a real big one. And the detail on this one is actually really pretty cool. Sorry as I punched the camera there. Just a shrunken down version of the big of the big version. And he holds this very well. That's, you know, very rubbery, very squishy, so getting in his hand's not going to be a problem. As I say that, maybe it is. Really, it's not my first rodeo. There we go, just had to pry open the hand a little bit. So there we go. Don't have it quite wedged down there. The thumb's pinching it just a little bit. There we go. I like that. Rotate the hand a little bit. It looks very cool. So I'm definitely going to have him holding this. And he used this quite a bit in BVS. Used it as an actual weapon, not only to pull guys back, but to hit him over the head with it. So that's the big reason that I bought this Batman. Was to have, zoom in on the crotch there, some other accessories. Yes, we have had 3 different Batman that look like this actually for Batman. Now, if you also include the Nightmare Batman and the armor-suited Batman, we are up to 6, and the San Diego Comic-Con. We have 6 different versions of Batman already from Mattel, and 2 are practically the exact same figure. So, other than a couple things, and as I'm getting ahead of my review, I'm also realizing that I didn't do the head swap. So this just pops right off. So if I even wanted to, I could leave that head off. I haven't checked the other ones to see how easy it is going to be to pop the head off. So I could potentially put this head on that body right there. I'm not going to do it here because I believe the pegs are a little bit different. So I could have actually 3 different Batmen sitting up on my shelf, and they will all be different if I don't like that leathered head. So I might even do that since the body is exactly the same. So that's the big part of it. And the last thing, and I know somebody thought I forgot, is the Collect and Connect piece for Killer Croc, and he comes with the torso. So this is the other thing that everybody knows how I am with Collect and Connect. Once I get started, it's really hard to stop. Now, I've only got 2 figures. I could save them, put them off to the side, and say, hey, if anybody wants the Collect and Connect piece, you know, blah, blah, blah. For the time being, I'm going to hold on to them in case Walmart starts dropping the price on these guys. So that's it for the review on the BVS, the Suicide Squad Batman figure. Again, is this a must-buy if you have the Mattel? If you are only picking up Batman, probably not. Unless you really didn't like the leathery head version of the BVS line, then you get this nice, just sleek Batman head here that I think the face is better sculpted, and the 5 o'clock shadow is just a little bit better on this particular figure. Again, I know it's not the greatest figure, but it is a heck of a lot cheaper than spending $40 or $50 on a Mayfix figure, and I'm not discounting it because I too am getting one. But if I'm just like, I just want to get a figure that a representation to have on my shelf and to look at and quote unquote marvel at, this is an easy line just to walk into your Walmart, Target, Meijer, Toys R Us, wherever, and pick them up. If you want a better quality figure, yes, there are definitely better quality figures out there. But for some of us, this is okay. And I'm fine with being just okay. Mattel has done better, could do better, and should do better. But I'm okay with it. That's it for my long rant review. Today we've been taking a look at the DC Comics Multiverse. I forgot what the heck I was reviewing. DC Comics Multiverse, the Mattel figures from the Suicide Squad line, and we've been looking at probably the underwater breathing Batman, although it just says Batman. And as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogues and the BatmanUniverse.net signing off, saying we will see you guys next time.